16. Rarest animal images. 16. Going down under. Literally this time, as we have a look at one of the rarest sea creatures in the world. It's a purple siphonophore caught on camera on a deep-sea excursion by marine experts off the Gulf of Mexico. This creature is actually made up of lots of smaller organisms called zooids. They all function together to eat, breathe, and move. There are a number of different species of this animal, but a purple one is extremely rare. You will more than likely know the more famous one, which is the Portuguese man-o-war. 15. Worth more than gold. That's what Peter Ward would tell you about this species of nautilus. It was first discovered in 1984 by Peter and never spotted again. It wasn't picked up by radars or any type of equipment used to try to get shots of them. Fast forward 3 decades, and what does Peter find in the South Pacific? Yes, his elusive nautilus, and he even managed to get some great shots of it. 14. Pretty in pink. 2 photographers were seriously lucky to capture this beautiful pink hippo along the banks of the Mara River in Kenya. The brothers said they were about to begin breakfast when they looked up and saw her. The reason why the hippo is pink is because it has a condition called leucism, whereby the skin doesn't produce as much pigment as usual, giving it the shade of pink. 13. Back from the dead. Colombia's red-crested tree rat was thought to be extinct for many years. It wasn't until 2011 when some volunteers at the El Dorado Nature Reserve were lucky enough to receive a visit from one. The last one ever seen was in 1898. He is about 18 inches long and roughly the size of a guinea pig. 12. Express yourself. Migaloo is the name of the rare white humpback whale which was spotted in Aussie waters back in 1991. It's been said that Migaloo is now the father to 2 white calves, as people have spotted more albino humpback whales along the eastern coast of Australia. Over in Norway, they have also spotted a white albino humpback whale. Migaloo and his calves are protected under Australian law. 11. Camera shy. This is an opa, or moonfish, and although they look pretty squat and cumbersome, they can swim as fast as tuna and even swordfish. Ralph Pace captured this shot of the 130-pound moonfish off the coast of Southern California. These fish are usually caught as byfish, and it's very rare to get images of them swimming freely in the ocean. 10. A picture says 1,000 words. It's been said that if you visit the Amazon, you are more likely to spot a jaguar than you are to spot a wild short-eared dog. They are so elusive, and after 14 years of studying them in the jungle, Renata Late-Pittman has only been able to tag 5 of them. They are timid animals, and catching one on video was a huge surprise. Researchers set up a carcass, and they were so lucky that one came to take a sniff, but left shortly afterwards. 9. Lucky catch. We go back to 1932 to East London in South Africa. Marjorie Courtney went to visit her friend who was a local sea captain. He had just come back from sea with his catch, and she noticed something unusual in his net. She said it was the most beautiful fish she had ever seen, and it was soon to be confirmed as a coelacanth. They date back around 390 million years, and it's believed there are less than 500 in the ocean. 8. Unexpected visitor. Imagine the surprise a Fort Myers man must have gotten when he found a rare Florida panther sitting on his father's porch. His father lives in Lee County, and apparently the animal was there for 20 minutes before it walked away. Biologists believe there are between 100 and 160 left in the entire world. 7. A fleeting glance. It was good enough though for a group of biologists who were over the moon to have spotted about 15 to 20 Tonkin snub-nosed monkeys where they were working near the Chinese frontier. These monkeys were thought to be extinct, but now it's estimated that there are 200 remaining. You find them in parts of Vietnam and close to the Chinese border. 6. It bites. It would be a good and a bad thing to catch a Cuban solenodon. Good because they are labeled extinct, but but they have since been rediscovered. Bad because if you get bitten by one, you will be in a lot of pain because their bite is pretty poisonous. In 1970 it was labeled extinct, but two were caught in 1974 and 1975 respectively. One was captured again in 2003, studied and released back into the wild. 5. Made in China. Meet the Ilipaika, one of the rarest and most endangered species on Earth. Wei Dongli discovered this exceptionally cute animal in 1983, and then strangely enough, 20 years later, it was none other than Wei Dongli who spotted them again. He found this one in the Tian Shan Mountains, and they are fondly known as the magic rabbit because they are so elusive. There are only about 100 of them left in the world.